What is Canada known for? Tim Hortons and hockey. That's a shame. But we're not known for basketball. That's really a bad shame. But I'm gonna show you, Canada does got some game. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm doing a basketball documentary. This will be fun. So I'm doing a basketball documentary on my YouTube channel. So this will be different. I'm doing a documentary on Canada basketball. Canada basketball, one of the best basketball in the world. They got eliminated in the semifinals in the Olympic Games, but they made it far there. They improved a lot. So yeah, so Canada basketball history. Who created basketball was a Canadian. So I'm gonna read the biography. So James Neil Smith, he's the one who created Canada basketball. He was born in Edmonton, Canada, West Province, Ontario, Canada. He studied at McGill University, and he coached at Kansas. And so he's the founder, and the game was added in the FIBA Hall of Fame in the FIBA games. And so he was the one who created the basketball. He made the net and then he called it basketball. So James Neil Smith was a Canadian, even though a Canadian created basketball, but it's dominated by Americans. That's funny. A Canadian made basketball, but American is dominated by Americans. So who else? So yeah. So Canada was not good in basketball at first. We're just known for hockey. Hockey, we're number one in hockey. Canada is a hockey country, but
holds on down low. Tavares, side of the key. Tavares got away from Trudeau. In front. Scores!
But that changed when the Raptors won the championship.
Crowd still here hoping for a miracle. Also here to cheer on. Leonard makes it official. Now the Warriors just inbound, and that's it. There's a new NBA champion, and it's a team from Toronto, Canada. We, the North, are now we, the champions. The Raptors, the 2019 NBA champs.
That changed. Like everyone, the basketball grew over in the city. So yeah, it grew with more kids are playing it. So there are lots of NBA players, Canadian NBA, but soon there'll be a lot more. So it'll be easier. So it was harder for a Canadian to get recruited to the US back then. So in the early mid-90s and early 2000s, there were not that much NBA players out from Canada. We had Steve Nash, and then we had Jamal Magloire. I think Devin Brown tried out for the Seattle Sonics, but got cut. Then another guy named Carl English, he was a good basketball player. He played at Hawaiian University. Barely got recruited. He played at I think BC High School, but he was a good player, Carl English. But he got a 10-day contract with the Indiana Pacers, but they cut him.
Weeks after the heartbreak of not getting drafted, the Indiana Pacers signed him to a 2-year contract.
I'm not just going to be happy to go in there and drive a fancy car and wear the clothes and stuff. I'm going to get in there and I'm going to work the way I've been working to get where I am right now. And I'm not going to stop. When I stop improving, that's when I'll stop playing.
That was going great. And then they made a change and they fired their GM and they brought in a new coach. And I was with Isaiah Thomas at the time, who really liked me. And I felt that would have been a niche. And again, my whole world turned upside down. So they had me in a house and they had my wife in school and I had a car, and then the last hour, after the hour, I got cut. So it was it was devastating.
And then he played overseas, so he's a good basketball player as well. We have so much players did not make it from Canada, they make it to the NBA, but they had a good overseas career. Like Javon Shepard was another good player. He didn't make it to the league, but he was a good player. So yeah, and Jamal McGlory, he went to Eastern Comazingo to a U.S. school. He got recruited and got drafted. But I'll say one of the best players to come out of Canada, I'll say Steve Nash.
Straight losses. And come into tonight's play in 9th place. Now 5.5 behind Dallas. They lost to the Mavericks the other night. Oh, beautiful move by Nash.
It goes up in the air and it's taken by Sacre.
He lost control of that one on the fake.
Oh, Nash. What a move by the 40-year-old.
You're right, Clyde. It's, you pick your spots to be aggressive defensively, but you think Tyson Chandler can guard Gortat without any help. Nash.
At that time, the 90s and the early 2000s, Steve Nash, he was the top 15 pick in the NBA draft. I think he's under top 15 around, I can't remember. So he was one of the best. At that time, he was one of the best NBA players of all time to come to Canada. We didn't have that much players because it was so hard for Canadian kids to go to the U.S. It was really difficult to get recruited. If you got recruited, it was a lottery. Like, it was a draft lottery. It was like impossible. It was so hard. The politics and like the coaches don't come here. So it was really hard to get recruited by a school. But that changed when Corey Joseph and Tristan Thompson went to south of the border to get to Finley Prep. They played amazing over They got their name, they put the name out there, they dominate against the U.S. kids. Corey Joseph can play. And yeah, so Corey Joseph decided to go to the University of Texas. They dominated in their rookie year in college.
Expectations were pretty high with this Red Raiders squad because of the seniors that they had coming back, that they have not gotten that kind of production that they thought they were. It's load on load about getting the ball down low and playing out of the block, but now they're getting it done from behind the arc, and the confidence of this team, you see right there for it. 10-2 runs. Joseph the pull-up. Oh! The reigning conference player of the week just got put on YouTube. Wow. Corey Joseph with the step. Singletary, the senior. The young fella gets up and says, we'll have over 10,000 hits by the end of tonight. Wow, big time.
Hitting threes, getting rebounds, but they didn't win any championships in college to go far. They stayed 1 year in college and they decided to put the name in the NBA draft. So Corey Joseph was like 13 or 14, I think. Under 20, I can't remember, but Tristan was 4th overall. So they both got drafted in the first round.
With the 29th pick in the 2011 NBA draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Corey Joseph from Toronto, Canada, and the University of Texas. Born in Toronto, played in Texas, apparently staying in Texas for his NBA life, at least the beginning of it, Jay Billis. This is a bit of a surprise. I'm not sure how many people, if any, had Corey Joseph going in the first round.
With the 4th pick in the 2011 NBA draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Tristan Thompson from Toronto, Canada, and the University of Texas. Tristan Thompson, maybe a bit of a surprise. Not many people were thinking this. The freshman forward from Texas, he was the Big 12 Freshman of the Year, 13 points, almost 8 rebounds a game, second team All Big 12. Jay, does this surprise you at all?
A little bit. I mean, I had Thompson ranked number 7 on my best available list, so it's not like this is a reach. I mean, Tristan Thompson is a talented young player. He's left-handed. He's an outstanding offensive rebounder.
So after Corey Joseph, what they did, it opened other kids to do that. So now kids are going to the southern border, they don't stay here. Now you have Canadian kids going to the U.S. to play basketball instead of staying home. Yeah, there's nothing wrong staying home, but I think there's more opportunity if you go to the U.S. So yeah, so Corey Joseph opened the doors for them. So Steve Nash was one of my best players growing up. He can play, he can shoot the ball. But he didn't go to a U.S. school. He's hardly recruited in high school. He only got one Division I school, St. Clair, given one chance, a small Division I school. Steve Nash was a magician with the basketball. I'll say he's a godfather of basketball. He can play. He's a 2-time MVP. He's the only Canadian to get a 2-time MVP. I think Steve Nash is one of the best basketball players to come out of Canada in history. He's one of the best of all time. So the Toronto basketball scene in Toronto is growing actually. Like Jaden Finch have like the AAU team. They're really good. It's called Yates. Yates is a good basketball program. Lots of kids get opportunities to go south of the border. Then you have Scarborough Blues. Scarborough Blues is a good basketball organization. Another player from there, Daniel Mullings.
A number of players who can cause them serious damage here. He's one, Daniel Mullings. Oh, and what a stunt that is. It's Daniel Mullings. Goes straight from the tip to win the battle on the glass. Goes coast to coast. And a great finish as well from Daniel Mullings. Daniel Mullings puts in the right hook. Here's Mullings, decides to throw up the 3 and makes it.
He can play. He was one of my close friends of mine. Dan Mullings is a good, talented player from there. So. And what else basketball organization? What's the team? Triple Threat. Triple Threat was a good team. I think, yeah, that was a good team, and they're the Oakwood area. Brody Clark played on that team, Triple Threat. So there was more opportunities after 2010, around that time. There was more opportunity for Canadian kids to go to the U.S. So the basketball scenes are growing, like, more kids are getting more offered. And another guy named Kevin Pangos went to Newmarket High School in Newmarket. He's a great sharpshooter. He could dribble, pass the ball. He has comparison like he's Steve Nash, but then he got a scholarship to Gonzaga University. So yeah, so the team, we had good talents. It was raising up, and that I remember going to the All Canada Basketball Classic. That was a good kind of basketball. I remember I got a ticket. I think one of my friends got me the ticket for free. We went there, seeing the feature of. There was so much featured Canadian kids there. Sim Ballard was there, Kevin Pangos, Corey Joseph, Daniel Mullings. So it was a good game experience. It was a good. I remember watching it in the crowd, and DeMar DeRozan was in the crowd. So that was a good experience to watch. You know, another player, Jamal Murray. That guy is like, he didn't really go to a U.S. college. He played at Orangeville Prep. He got recruited through his AAU team, I guess. And then he went to Kentucky University. He played very well at Kentucky. And so he decided to put his name in the NBA draft in his first year.
With the 7th pick in the 2016 NBA draft, the Denver Nuggets select Jamal Murray from Kitchener, Canada, and the University of Kentucky.
There's John Calipari, who has another lottery pick, this one being Jamal Murray, who averaged 20 points per game, another player with an international background who grew up in Canada, played a year for the Wildcats. Calipari saying all day today that he believes that Murray will lead all rookies in scoring next year. No Kentucky freshman had ever scored more points per game than
he declared, and he got drafted by the Denver Nuggets. That was a best decision of his life, entering the draft. He could shoot the ball, and he won an NBA championship with the Denver Nuggets. So he's actually killing it right now. He's one of the best elite players this generation, one of the best in the NBA. He's one of the best to play in Canada. Like this generation is one of the best to play. And the Raptors winning the championship. That was crazy. When the Toronto Raptors won the NBA championship, I couldn't believe it. My eyes were tearing. The city was going crazy. People jumping on cars. People hugging and sharing. People doing red fireworks and stuff, red smoke. It was bananas. I was there, like the city going crazy when the Raptors won the championship. Like Kawhi Leonard stayed. He got Kawhi down for free. It was all over the city. Everyone's on him, but sadly Kawhi Leonard didn't stay and he left. And Raptors is horrible again. But that was a good experience for the city. That pushed more kids to play more basketball when the Raptors won. So basically anything is possible if you believe. So the Raptors won a championship. That was crazy. So that was crazy. NBA G League in Toronto. So if some of the prospect players don't get drafted, they play in the Toronto Raptors G League, and that's now Hershey Center. I think is in Brampton. I think they play in Brampton. So that's a good team. So like they won a championship as well. So that's a good team. Another guy named Ligas Webster Chan played in the Raptors 905. So like yeah, it's a minor league of the Raptors. If you don't get called up or you don't get playing time, they send you there. So I have nothing bad to say with the G League. G League is a good opportunity, to be honest. And the WNBA, Toronto is getting a WNBA team finally. How long did it take? Like what, 10, 15 years? When the WNBA got created, like why did it take so long to expand to come to Toronto for the women's league, women's team? So much NBA basketball players come from Canada. Now they get Oshawa, so much. Like, you know, but finally we're gonna get one just now. I think this year. I think yeah, they had a preseason game. I believe they had a preseason game. So that's cool. I'm gonna go watch some games, the WNBA. So that's sick. And I heard they might bring an NBA team in Vancouver. Hopefully that'll be sick. The Vancouver Grizzlies, the way they did it, they just took them out. I guess they weren't winning, and most Americans get drafted. They don't want to go to Vancouver. I guess it's cold over there or whatever. So hopefully Vancouver gets a basketball team, I hope. So, you know. Drake bringing the NBA All-Star team in Toronto. If it wasn't for Drake, we would not have an All-Star game in Toronto. That All-Star weekend was good. There so much celebrities coming, but they weren't jackets. They weren't used to the cold. So that's crazy. Drake, he did so much for the city in basketball. Drake has a good love for the game of basketball. So Drake is one of the reasons Toronto's a top city for basketball. Drake, give it assist. He actually helped for Toronto. In the future of Canada basketball, we'll have more talent coming, you know. We have more and more and more coming. Now it's way easier to get recruited to go to the US. So more, I'm telling you, they're going to be LeBron James from Canada. I believe so. Andrew Wiggins like LeBron. The people compare him to LeBron in his early career. Andrew Wiggins was sick. He could do the like dunk at 13. He was dominating. So he went to Vaughan High School. He was killing it. Then he moved to the U.S. last year of high school. He went to Huntington Prep. So that's a good basketball school. I say Wiggins was a good talent. And he won the championship with the Golden State Warriors. So I just want to say thank you guys for watching today's documentary. I had fun making this video. So the future of basketball is now. We have more opportunities coming soon for the kids, more prep and stuff. I think kids don't really have to go to the US now. I think kids can stay home, still get recruited. It depends on their situation. So I just say thank you guys for watching this documentary film I made, I guess. So I just want to say thank you guys. Have a great day, I guess. More videos are coming out soon. Take care. I'll see you guys. I'm out.